feel the Holy Spirit popping up songs and to just enjoy him tonight and let that sadness melt off of you. Renesmee says, how do you know you met the one? Knowing the one is peculiar and uniquely tailored to individuals. I cannot share, I don't want to, I'm going to share my story, but I don't want to share it in a way to make you believe that every story is the same. You will have a better chance of knowing who the one is based upon you knowing the one, capital O. The more you know the one, Christ, you will begin to understand or know who's right for you. When you know the person of God and then you know your purpose, then you will know your person. You've heard me say this in many videos. It's literally in that order. When you know the person of God and you engage with him, you now become distracted from thinking about who the spouse is. Your whole aim and your whole focus is to serve God. If you can't serve God in your singleness, you will be of no service to him in your married life, because you will just be connected to your idol and you won't have nothing, no dealings with God, or want no desire of him. And that's what happens. Many of us are idolizing the idea of marriage and don't realize what comes with marriage and the pressures that come with it. And a lot of people get messed up that way. So my advice to you is, don't worry about who the one is, lowercase o. Worry about the one, capital O, and get to know him. Become one with him. Become intertwined with him, because you're going to need that chemistry. You're going to need that experience. You're going to need that flow, so that when you get married, you still are engaging with the Spirit of God, with the one, and it will help you with the nuances of your marriage. So when you get to know the person of God, you will then know your purpose. When you know these two, you will then begin to recognize the person God has for you in accordance to your purpose and according to the one who has called y'all together. How that happens is uniquely tailored to the sovereignty of God and how he wants to order it in your life. I just know you will know, but you won't really know, or you may end up confused if you're not really knowing or involved or engaged with the Holy Spirit. It's that simple. Everyone who's looking for the one right now, you're distracted from the one that you need to know, because the more you utilize your singleness to get to know the one, capital O, the more you get to know Jesus, the more you get to know him, and you begin to recognize the seriousness of life, that life is about a mission. It's not about marriage, it's about a mission. That when you find your personal mission, then you will begin to find the mission for your marriage, and you won't be self-serving, self-seeking, and overly idolizing and putting unnecessary expectations on someone because you didn't really maximize your singleness. So how do you know you met the one? You will begin the process of getting to know the one when you take care of or when you get to know Christ and get to know him deeply and get to engage with who you are. So many people don't have no purpose. And so they just start choosing people. And then when you really investigate both parties, you begin to recognize y'all don't match. I'm so glad I've been engaged with my purpose since I was 18 years old. So when it came to women in my life, I was able to say, nah, it's just not going to work, no matter how, whatever they was at that time in my life. I just knew, man, two different directions. It ain't going to really fit. You see what I'm saying? And only getting to know God and being content with him and really loving him more than anything in life, which is difficult because we live in a world full of lust and full of vanity. But when you know God and you love God and you engage with him and you begin to engage with your purpose, the one will surprise you. If you're looking for the one won't be there. But if you are up under the one and you engaging and you fulfilling your purpose, it'll be like they tap you on the shoulder. It'll be like they just came out of nowhere. And then at that moment, the Holy Spirit, you'll know. That's my advice on that. Christina Stubbs says, any advice for overcoming burnout? Oh, good question. How